All.
Very slow call by one of the finest of the linesmen, Frank Hammond. He won the McGovern Award yesterday, Bud, for the best umpire of the year, I understand.
That's right. Saved 5 of them before succumbing. And he saves another. Roche has the court, and now he goes behind.
He does have the better of the 2 backhands, but Roche has been surprisingly good, very accurate on the cross-court return. We're seeing Rod Laver, I believe, going to go to some spike shoes. He apparently had a deal with Mike Gibson. I don't mean to say that in a wrong way, but he had an arrangement whereby if the court was playing a little slippery, he asked for permission to use spike shoes. And at the end of that game, as he moved sharply twice to the left and once to the right, losing his balance, he looked over to the marquee where Mike Gibson, who's been imported from Great Britain to be the official referee for the championships, Mike gave him the nod, and so we're going to see Rod Laver go in some white spike. A little different than our jumping shoe, Bud.
Pick up the racket, Tony. It doesn't matter. Another stop volley.
Tempo of the match so far, Bud. The boys are not making errors. The fellows that are winning the points are really doing it by forcing a good weak shot where they can put away, but in the main their passing shots are outstanding for the difficulty involving the heavy ball and the slippery surface.
Roche was ready that time for the cross-court backhand. Beautiful volley by Laver.
All.
You saw the value of the track shoes or the spikes we've been talking about with Laver because he was going the other direction. He stopped like on a dime and turned around.
He hacked at it and made the shot.
Off the wood, very high.
Laver says sometimes you've got to hack at the ball and just club it over anyway. That time he did. And it was one of the biggest points of this match. Down the line, and he's booking him back. The trouble with breaking Laver is you arouse him. And he dips it over. For the game, and that's Laver. You do get him aroused. There's something within this guy that burns so fiercely. He's just so mild-mannered, and you wouldn't look at him and say, here is one of the world's great athletes, and then you see him performing as a virtuoso. But a lot of people have the strokes, as you've pointed out, Jack, but there's something about this guy who just says, I want to win inside. I want to win, and he does. Down the line.
$15-30.
The philosophy on the volley of Laver is a little different than Roche's. He goes for a winner practically on any ball that's up anywheres. Oh, beauty.
There's that. 2 more break points for Tony Roche. He's had a ton of them in this set. Topspin lob.
Gonna be good.
Right on.
Great get by Rod.
Game with Roche.
Way down
Roche
again,
leads
and Roche will be serving.
7 first.
Well, Bud, these two fellows are known to be the experts of the offensive game, and yet so far this afternoon, the first 15 games, we've had 7 service breaks, and it's not because the serve and volley game is not working. These fellas are serving great, and they're volleying terrific, and they're smashing well. But the return to serve, surprisingly, is the one that one department that both boys are hitting extra well, and that's why we're having these breaks. Tremendous tennis, and it looks as though Tony Roche, who really raised his game to the great heights to beat Newcomb 8-6 in the 5th yesterday, is carrying on so far today. Tremendous performance. And
both men have had their chances, but this is the biggest for Roche. Well, Laver saves one. And there's a set
in the
for Tony Roche at 9-7. He leads.